Hi everyone, this is Miss J from Oceana's Moon. I just want to welcome you back. Thanks for sticking with me last month. I had a little problem with I got a new camera. I didn't like the picture the month before, so I got a new camera, and then last month the voice was really low. So hopefully this month we have it all straightened out. This month I'm going to be doing a general reading for June through the end of the year. So I won't be doing any astrological problems that you may have, or the retrogrades, which I think are the most important when doing these readings. I just want to take a second and thank everyone for their subscriptions and their likes and their comments, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you are getting some messages. It keeps me motivated to keep doing this. And everyone who's asked for a personal reading, you can go to my homepage, oceanasmoon.com, the link's below, and order a reading. They're fairly priced, and I think they're pretty good quality. The comments and feedback I've gotten are pretty great. So right now my readings are going anywhere from 5 to 7 days out. I can get them back to you. So stay tuned for the rest of the year for you. And thanks for joining me again. Hi Aries. What I'm doing this month is from June to the end of the year. I'm going to be doing a triple cross. I love this spread. I'm always able to get a lot of information, gives more definition. Like I always say, if this doesn't resonate with you, please check your rising and your moon signs. Sometimes it resonates a lot more. But also remember, this is over the next 6 months. So everybody, it depends on what day that you're born in your sign, as if it's going to happen earlier or later than the cards say. I'm just finishing up shuffling. Aries generally for Aries. As always, I'm using the Rider-Waite deck, and then I am using the Sacred Rose Tarot for any clarification if it's needed. And then for my guidance, I'm using the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I really like the colors. Okay, at the base you've got the Wheel of Fortune, crossing use the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, King of Cups, the Devil card, Page of Cups, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So for the beginning, for the first part of the next 6 months, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and this is an overall energy. You're just going to be waiting for, you're waiting for that harvest time. You've planted the seeds and everything is moving forward, and you're just waiting for it to grow. This card is also a good reminder to pay attention to the little things. You've planted those seeds too. We don't want to neglect them because we're so busy working on this big one over here. Okay? You got the Knight of Cups, the Lovers, the Sun, the Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Judgment, and the Seven of Swords. For the middle part of the next 6 months, I'm sorry, it's the same one. We're going to cut it. Middle part of the next 6 months is going to be the Hierophant. Okay, and this is representative of, it could be, it's kind of like the Pope in religion. It's the overarching energy of any kind of religious. It could symbolize the church. It could symbolize a giant organization. It could symbolize marriage for, like if you're planning a wedding, or if you're going to a wedding. the joining together of forces, kind of a bigger picture feel, but it's very spiritual. And for the last one, I'm going to shuffle a little bit. We've got the Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant again, the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Five of Wands. And at the bottom, we've got a celebration. So for the end, this is going to be around the holidays. This is going to be a time of celebration, of getting together. Usually, you know, if it's not about a marriage or celebrating big news that's coming in, this is about family getting together for the holidays, things like that. Okay, let's see what's going on. You don't have a lot of one thing. You don't have like a lot of pentacles or a lot of swords or a lot of major arcana. Everything's pretty much evened out. So over the next 6 months, from June to the end of the year, it's going to be kind of a little bit of everything. It's going to be life. You know, when you get one thing done, it's going to be something else. So let's take a look at our base here. The first one we've got is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is you where you are now. And times are, you know, this is just like the seasons. Everything is changing. What goes down must come up. This is the wheel turning in your favor. Okay, this is you rejoicing with what you have. Things are starting to look up. You know, it could just be the weather changing. You know, people seem to have more personality and they feel more alive during the summer. They get to get out, they get to go garden, they get to do all the things. They're not cooped up inside. So this could be just you coming back to life for the year. We also have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is my warrior knight, and he's my warrior of emotions. He rushes in without thinking about what he's going to do. He's following his emotions. It is like rushing to declare love with somebody. He doesn't really think about the problems on the other side or the consequences of his actions. He is a communicator. He's a gentleman. He's very emotional, and this could be somebody bringing you in. You know, if you're single, this could be somebody who had just come into your life that you're looking at in a romantic partnership. Or it could be, you know, somebody who you've been with, who is, you know, you're starting to renew that, you know, spring love, everything's blooming and, you know, love is growing again. So this is a great card to have. If it is representing a person, it's a cup card. So it's going to be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio that could be coming in. And then we also have the Eight of Wands. So right now things are going to be moving kind of fast. You got a lot of things being thrown at you, and you're going to handle them well. I mean, that's, you know, that's where it is with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going good. They're looking up. You've got a lot of things on your plate, but you know, it's going to be fast paced and it's going to be fast moving. But it doesn't look bad at all. It looks very stable for right now. Now, what's helping you or hindering you is going to be the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace is a new beginning, and it's a beginning that is victorious. You've got the laurel leaves and the crowns at the tops. What you have to remember is that the sword cuts both ways. Okay, this is the hand of God giving you the opportunity to make something incredible with this new beginning. So these are new thoughts, new ideas, new things that you want to do. This is like the seed being planted. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands right here, this stuff's going to come fast. Once you have that realization, I mean, it's going to come quick, and you just need to try to keep up. Okay? Yeah, be careful of the other edge of this sword. And you can really hurt the situation or hurt the events happening if you're not careful. Um, you need to plan things out. You need to think about them rationally. Um, take a second, see the options available to you, and make a conscious decision. Now, at the base, we've got a couple of things. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, and this shows an independent woman. Okay, she's very luxurious. She is self-sufficient. She is in her garden. She is she's content. She is stable. She has money, but it's not it's not like a windfall lottery win or anything. But it's enough to be comfortable. The bills are paid. And she's okay with being alone. She earned everything herself. She doesn't have to answer to anybody. It's a very independent kind of energy here. And then you have the Lovers. So I'm wondering if in the beginning of the year, this wasn't you, that independent person, and you had somebody come in, possibly that Knight of Cups, and now you have to make a choice. Okay, do you want to go through with the possibility of being hurt again, or do you want to just stay independent and stay on your own? And with this energy, this is the Eight of Swords. This is you feeling stuck. This is feeling you and stuck. And it's possibly with this decision that has to do with somebody else. If you're married, you possibly have been doing things on your own for a while. And, while the material wealth is there, your needs are taken care of, you're just not completely happy. And this Lover's card is telling you need to make a choice. And with the Eight of Swords, it's telling you feel stuck. Okay, you're afraid to walk forward, you're afraid to walk back, you're afraid of getting hurt or cut on the swords. But if you look close, those bindings wrapped around her are very loose, and all she has to do is shake them off. Take off her blindfold and step forward. Because the freedom's right here. It's all around her. All these swords are back here, and around the side of her. She just needs to shake off those bindings and step forward. And so don't get stuck in this fear place, okay? This could also be a new job. You were comfortable where you were, but you have this great opportunity and you needed to make a choice. And if you're in a job with like a pension or retirement, right around the 9th or 10th year, you're like, well, if I'm going to go, I need to go now. But, this probably is, you've already crossed that threshold point, and now you're feeling kind of stuck. So you need to make that decision of whether you're going to stay or you're going to go. And this could be either about your partnership or about your career. Yeah, I would really advise just to shake off those bindings. Walk through that fear. You're going to be just fine, sweetheart. Yeah, that's what my guides are telling me. Don't, everybody gets here once, quite a few times in a life. We get into that comfortable place, and we have to be stuck here to remember to appreciate when we get back here again. Okay, so just shake off the bindings and move forward. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Now, what we've got. This is going to be probably around summertime. Well, this is June, so this is like the beginning of summer, most of the summertime. We've got the Five of Cups. So it looks like this decision that you made over here with the Lovers, where you're feeling stuck, you're going to make that decision, and you're going to grieve for it a little bit. This is the Five of Cups, and there are 3 cups filled, and what I tell all my clients that is the most important thing about this card is to turn around and look at the cups that you still have. They're still full, and you still have those blessings. And sometimes we just need to be aware. It's okay to stop. It's okay to go, oh crap, look what I did. Did I make the right choice? Should it have been different? But we can't forget that we still have those blessings behind us. we can't stay stuck in this too long. It also talks about a possible over drinking, overindulging. If you like wine or beer or alcohol, talk about maybe too many parties. Be careful of getting behind the wheel. It could cause some disaster. So that's just a fair warning. But this was the first card out, so I'm thinking it has to do with that decision over there. You may have to grieve a little bit over it, but shake it off and move forward, because you still have those blessings and it's time to build again. The next one out was the Sun, and this is all about happiness, and this is the most positive card in the deck. So it's about joy and happiness and innocence and starting over again, and just, everything's wonderful and everything is perfect and life is really, really good. Just enjoy it while it's there. It's kind of like the Fool, where he's just, he keeps on walking. He knows that there's risks involved, but he chooses to ignore them. And this is where just everything comes together. Life is good, even if it's only for a brief time. That's the most important thing. So don't get stuck staring at that past, staring at those cups that you lost, okay? Because there is complete happiness and joy in front of you. You just need to keep walking forward. And the last card for the stuff that's coming up, kind of in the immediate, this is about balance. Okay, this is about balancing. This is work and life, spirituality, and your inner emotions. This is about mental and physical. This is, work, life, play. You're trying to find that balance, saving, spending. There are two ships. There's a couple, you can tell back here, they're a little bit rocky. This could also be a new job coming in, and this is you trying to balance that home life with the work life, new hours, trying to get child care and bills paid, and new clothes for the job, and how you're trying to balance and manage everything at once. But it's going to turn out okay. Everybody does this, and it's a good progression. Just seeing if I get anything else. Don't spend all your money. It's telling me don't spend all your money. You need to save it. If you plan on going here and going there and going here and going there, you don't need that dollar trinket from the gift store. Okay, let it go. You're going to need that dollar for something else. That kind of feeling. So just remember to balance. You want to keep everything. I want to say tight. I don't know what he means by that. Just keep an eye on your finances, okay? I don't think anything drastic is going to happen. He's telling me just to keep an eye on things. You got this happiness. Just don't go crazy with whatever's going on. And what's crowning you? And this is great. You've got the King of Cups. So this Knight of Cups at the beginning is turning into the King of Cups. And this is a beautiful, beautiful energy. This is a man who is, he sits on his throne and he is on rocky waters, but he maintains that emotional kind of obstinance. He's giving with the right person, but nobody else knows about his emotions. He keeps them very locked down. So the people that he wants to know about it, he shows them to. He's very intuitive, and he's ready to offer you the world. So if you were looking at a romance, it's coming. That Knight of Cups is turning into this King. Again, it's going to be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. He's a good man. And Page of Swords, he's going to be bringing in some news. This could be a boss, but I really, really feel like it's It's a partnership. If you are single, that Knight of Cups that is either in your life now or going to be in your life in the next couple months, is turning into this King of Cups. And he's bringing in new ideas and new thoughts. And the Page of Swords, you can see he's looking back and he's looking at the King of Cups. Swords cards, they're very thoughtful. They're all about logic and intuition. And you may be hesitant about this King of Cups, but I'm telling you, don't do it, because what I see next is the Hierophant. I see marriage. I see happiness. Yeah, this is a wonderful thing. You may be getting engaged this summer or in the fall. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful feeling I have. This is about moving on. This is your next. This is your next step. This is what you've been waiting for. Now, if it's not, I really, really feel like it's a partnership, a relationship that's going to be taken to the next step. And it's a good thing. I would say go, 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 go. Pack your stuff and go is an excellent thing. If it is not a relationship, though, it's talking about this King of Cups is going to be bringing in some new ideas, and it's going to be with a new job. Okay, or one that you have just started this year. And it's going to be a good partnership. It's going to work out very well in the organization. So just kind of go with it. Trust your intuition. Trust your faith. Listen to your emotions. And it's going to be, it's going to be really good. Those are wonderful energies for you. Okay, now in the far future, so this is going to be at the end of the year, going into the new year, around the holidays. We've got the Devil card. Now, the Devil card for me talks about bondage, about being trapped in something, about being chained to something, or it talks about temptation. So if you're in this, this wonderful relationship that's just started out, and you're talking about marriage and having kids, this is going to be a temptation coming up. It is amazing to me that as soon as somebody puts an engagement ring on, they have more people asking them out than when they were single. It just blows my mind. So if that's what I'm talking about with temptation, okay? It's going to come at you, and it's going to come at you fast. And you need to be strong, and you need to think about if that marriage is what you want and say no. But it's going to come. The temptation is going to be there, and it may be one that you really consider. You really need to think about what if the person you love deserves to be hurt like that. So be aware. It's also talking about addictions. I don't feel it so much for you, unless it was back when we talked about the Five of Cups. Maybe you've been drinking too much over the summer, but this is going to be more around the holidays. So watch your drinking. If you don't drink, don't start again. Yeah, I really think this is more about temptation. Maybe you get in, this new job is great, and they have a drug test, and you go hang out with your family for the holidays, and cousin Mark is there with a nice fat joint, and you're like, no, 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 I can't do this. This is the kind of temptation it's talking about. Don't pick it up. Don't do it. It's going to be bad. It's going to turn out bad for you. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great card. I love this card. This is a new beginning. This is new success and new stability, and everything that you've wanted. You've been working hard when it comes to your goals and your aspirations. This is the next step. This is God handing this to you. And it's coming. This is going to be towards the end of the year. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So I always think of this as a divine card. This is the beginning of something great, and it has to do, I think this one has to do with your romance, and you're starting out. Maybe you're engaged, and you're starting to look for a house, and you're starting to build that foundation of success, and that's where this comes in. And the next card we have is the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. And this just shows somebody that's hard at work. This is a steadfast energy who's, he knows what he needs to do, and it's just a matter of hammering through all of them. He needs to build all those pentacles, and he just does it, just like we all do, one thing at a time, as fast as you can, as long as it's good, and it continues to build his success. I mean, he has a house in the back, and he's working hard, and this is going to be you. These are great. This is a great end of the year. Just be very careful of this devil, okay? Don't let him take what you've built. All right? And it happens in a blink of an eye. Yeah. Don't let him take what you've built, dear. Now, how you see yourself in this situation, you've got the Page of Cups. So you may be bringing, you may be telling this person, look, I've had enough. We need to move on to the next step, or you got to go. Or it could be you doing this with a family member that you haven't talked to, kind of like a peace offering. But you're feeling very emotional. You're feeling like a kid at heart, and that's a that's a pretty great thing. Now the Six of Pentacles talks about compromise. For me, this is all about compromise. It's give and take, a little bit here, a little bit there. Everything can be worked out, and everybody can prosper from trying, from communicating, from building on the success that you started. And the last one is the High Priestess. So you have the ability to do this. You have the ability. You are divinely connected, and you feel like you are, you're walking the hallway, and on one side is dark, and one side is light, and behind you is all this prosperity and this fertility and these new ideas. But you're being guided by the spiritual. This could be somebody looking down over you if you have a mother figure that has passed, an aunt, a cousin, somebody you would consider kind of like a matriarch of the family. This would be her, and she's speaking to you. I always get that with the High Priestess or the Empress card for some reason. She is divinely connected. Just listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, listen to your spirituality, of whatever higher power that you use to pray to. That pay attention, because you have the ability to. You are getting the right signal, so just go with it. Now, how everybody sees you. You've got the Emperor, and this is the authority figure. You could be a boss in this new job, or the new career that you started, or you could be being promoted, and they're looking at you as like the authority figure. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom to lead people. Sometimes you're not very emotional, but you are a warrior, and you will get through it. So this is an excellent card. This is how people see you. It's one of the great, one of the best cards in the deck. Is that authority figure. You're wise, you're intelligent. You can get them through anything. Now, for the Seven of Cups, for me, this is a scattered energy. So you've got a lot of things going on. You're not quite sure where to put everything, but this is how everybody sees you. Okay, you may have, a new job and a bunch of projects, and or you're planning a wedding and you've got all these things to do. People aren't seeing you as being scattered. They're seeing you as, boy, you've got a lot of stuff to do. So just maintain, you are the Emperor. They see you as the Emperor. You're going to get through it. And here we go. The Ace of Cups. They're seeing that new love, new emotions, that new zest for life coming through. And they're seeing you blessed. They're seeing you blessed. Yeah, this could be your family, your friends, but yeah, I'm really seeing that. I'm really seeing marriage, or a stable relationship, like moving in together, or really taking it to the next level. So your hopes and your fears. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I would say that this is your energy, but it's not. You're the Queen of Wands. Male or female, it doesn't matter. But just being an Aries. The Queen of Pentacles talks about a stable, thoughtful, very practical woman. She sits on a throne. It's very ornate, and her garden is behind her, but you can tell there is, there's dirt in the front, and the grass isn't growing so much. Um, you're you're very cautious when it comes um, to moving forward, to laying that successful foundation, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we have to be slow and methodical about it, but she's a wonderful person. She's got a great charisma, great energy. Um, and it's okay to be kind of, take a step back and be practical. So you're hoping that you can probably pull this together. You can be that Queen of Pentacles, and be successful at it, which you can be. Next card is the Judgment card, and this talks about a rebirth. This is divine guidance at being reborn, whether it's religious, spiritually, or just starting out over again. One thing ending, another thing beginning. If it refers to, taking that relationship to the next step, this is what you're hoping for, to have everything just kind of begin anew. Things change when you move in with somebody, and things change when you get engaged, and things change when you get married, and this is what you're hoping for. Now, what you're scared of is the Tower, and I ain't gonna lie, I hate this card. This is just devastation. This is everything you built burning to the ground because it was unstable to begin with. And this is basically, this is what everybody that goes into a new relationship, a new job, this is what everybody is scared of. With that first thought of, oh God, what did I do? This is divine change being thrust upon you. But this is what you're scared of. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. If you want to be cautious, you want to be careful, you want to be reborn, you want the angels come down to bless this, and they are, and that's why you don't have the Tower. But that is what you're very scared, very afraid of, and there is it doesn't look like there's any reason to be. It really doesn't. Let's take a look at the final outcome. So for the next 6 months, we got a couple things. First one is the Three of Pentacles. This talks about teamwork, hard work, working together to get a project done, a marriage done, communication done, buying a house, planning a wedding, laying the foundation. This is everybody working together to get something that's important done. So, you are part of this. You are part of that teamwork. Now, I don't care for this card that much. This is the Seven of Swords, and this is the Liar's card. I could also talk about escapism or avoidism. Okay, with that Devil card earlier, I would say that this is you trying to avoid a situation that you won't want to think about, you don't want to talk about. You just kind of like, okay, we'll talk about that later, and hope it never comes back up. Okay, you need to face this problem, because there is going to be problems if you don't. All right, that's the messages that I'm getting. This needs to be addressed. The teamwork here makes this a need to be addressed. Okay, and the last card is the Five of Wands. This is a lot of people vying for the same thing. Everybody's got the same desires and aspirations, but there's a little bit of conflict going on. My fives are my challenge cards. So you've got some challenges coming up by the end of the year. You know what? I'm going to get some clarification on these two cards. I don't care for them. I'm not really getting anything from my guides when I talk. Usually I talk, and it's just like it just comes out. I don't really have a chance to process it. Let's see. Show me that Seven of Swords. Clarify that Seven of Swords for me. We got the Three of Pentacles again, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So, in the original spread, we've got the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Wands. When I clarified it, I've got the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Wands again. So these two are the same ones, okay? So the biggest message here at the end is teamwork is super, super important. You need to work together, okay? The Five of Wands tells me that there is going to be conflict, there is going to be battle, but you can also see in this spread that the person is holding the other person up. There are other people working with them, okay? You need to work together to get past this conflict. There's going to be conflicts, and this isn't a big thing. This isn't a fight, divine intervention or anything. This is just petty crap. This is just bickering and kind of snarky remarks, and this isn't a big deal. You can get past it. This is, somebody said something about someone else, and they have to say something about someone else, and basically it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. Somebody's not getting their way, so they're causing problems. Okay, you can work through it, and you can work through it with the Three of Pentacles, and I know you can because it came up twice. Now, what came up for the other clarification is the Page of Wands, which is interesting because the Wands is your sign. Okay, so that's going to be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or I believe a Leo. Yeah, Leo. If you have a child, the Page of Wands, you're going to hear about he may be stealing, he or she. He may be taking something away. This is about news coming in. Okay. It could be news about this. It's the holiday season. Somebody may steal from you. Keep your stuff locked up. Keep your cars locked. Keep your presents out of sight. That kind of thing. Or it could be about a child who doesn't want to deal with all this good stuff that's going on, who doesn't want to be a part of the team, and that he may be the person that's causing all the conflicts. So, kid gloves, and kids are kids, and Lord knows I have 3 teenagers right now. God help me. Yeah, so it doesn't feel like it's a big part of it, but it may be that little conflict that's coming in at the end of the year. Okay, but overall, you've got a great next 6 months. You've got a lot of things going on. You've got, if it pertains to your relationship, I mean, I've got new jobs, new relationships. You've got new love. You've got hopes and dreams and new ideas and the Wheel of Fortune. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading, and it looks really, really good. I don't really even see any obstacles except for that Five of Cups up here and the Seven of Swords over here and the Devil. But this is the Devil card. This is going to be a decision that you have to make. I mean, that's, I can tell you to not cheat, but, everybody could tell you not to cheat. But if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. But definitely the temptation is going to be there, so be careful of that. Sometimes the best way to avoid chaos is not to create it. Sorry, I dropped the card. It flew out. Let's see which one it is. Indigo and Crystal Children. It's about a minute. Should be guidance for the last 6 months. June to the end of December for Aries. Okay. So for guidance, yeah, that's about your kids, sweetheart. If it's not about your kids, it's about kids in the family or whatever. It says Indigo and Crystal Children. This is Archangel Metatron. It says you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So if you have children, they're young and they're going through that emotional phase where everything is completely sensitive, or if they are starting to connect with divinity through visions, if they're seeing ghosts, if they're getting the hairs on the back of their neck standing up, or they're starting to get those feelings, you can work with them and help them through it. But um, the main guidance for the rest of the year, this is passion. And this is Archangel Heniel. It says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Oh, how perfect is that for this reading, because that's what this reading's been about. It's been love life and career. So, sweetheart, you just need to suck it up and go for it, because it looks awesome for you. I'm going to read a little bit more about this. Let's see. Give me a second to find it. Passion. Passion. It says, playing it safe can lead to staleness and depression. You've asked for more happiness and definite direction. I've lit the flame of passion in your heart to lead and guide you. It's safe for you to take risks and follow your heart's desire. Ask me to be your partner along your path of passion to guide and nurture you. When you feel a strong knowingness alongside a burning passion, pay attention, as this is my way of giving you information about your next step. That was Archangel Heniel. Oh, that's beautiful. What a great reading you have. Oh, I love starting out my readings like that. Well, Aries, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment. I always loved hearing feedback. If you'd like a private reading, you can click on the link below at oceanasmoon.com. And have a great rest of the month. I'll see you next time. Bye.